Don't trip.
Don't trip.
Don't trip.
Don't even trip. We got you. All right, y'all. What's up? Welcome to Don't Trip Podcast. You're on with your host, David, and we got a familiar face. Miss Allie's back in the building.
Hello.
Traveled coast to coast to be on here with y'all. So we got a great episode coming. She came and asked, actually, we got some questions from her fans, but you know it's Don't Trip Podcast, advice at no price. So you know how it is. We're not professionals, but we will get y'all right. We got some questions on life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, and we will give you our best input as just regular people talking. We haven't had a girl on in a while. They've been asking. So that's why.
I'm special.
Yeah, you are. Just a little something. But we got a couple segments based off something y'all asked because Allie's here. So we can get a woman's perspective on if y'all are corny, if y'all are cool, if y'all should keep doing this, whatever. All right? But go submit your questions on Instagram, TikTok. Just submit on my Instagram. I don't know what I'm saying. Don't message me anywhere else, please. Shout out Jay in Tennessee, and shout out you guys supporting us. Go follow the Patreon, all that stuff. But Allie, last time we had Allie on, we talked about getting y'all's skin right. Look at I look him in. You feel me?
It's
You
going.
feel me? You feel me? Yeah. So we getting the skin right.
Mm-hmm.
She's Miss Connoisseur. She takes care of it. Go follow her on her social medias. But she's gonna update us. What's your life been like, Allie?
Life's been good. I've
Yeah.
been moving around a lot. I've been in New York a couple days trying to get signed out here.
Okay.
Been doing a lot of TikToking, as y'all know, my hygiene and self-optimization. I'm filming a show right now.
Ooh.
Which is why I got stitches on my eyebrow, which I'll tell y'all about
Ooh.
later. But yeah.
That's tough.
Mhm.
Okay.
Battle scars.
Wait,
Mhm.
like you actually got hurt?
Yeah.
The show you went full character in that
I
joint.
did.
Okay. So after the segments, tell us where I want to watch. I want to watch.
coming soon.
Yeah. All right.
It's
Say
coming
that. All right, y'all. Well, we're gonna get started with the first question of the day. Okay. I don't know if you came prepared for this one since it was your question, but I'm sure maybe you came with something. All right.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all right. It's calm. It's just a regular thing out here. All right.
Okay.
What are some red flags in relationships? Don't trip.
We got you.
Let me hear something. Let me hear a little something.
I feel like off the top of my head is if they can never hold themselves accountable. I try to practice holding myself accountable as much as I can because I know it naturally. You never want to be like, yeah, I'm the wrong person.
Yeah. You think
So,
you're right.
and I've caught myself doing that sometimes, but also not just hanging around girls or having a girl best friend. I don't think I
a
can-
girl best friend. No. Let's stop
No.
right there. Let's stop right there. Okay.
Best
Girl
or
best
saying
friend.
twin.
Twin.
No twins.
I don't say that, but I know. Ooh, I
That
can't
ain't
even
your
call you out,
twin.
my boy. I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
Don't be calling no girl no twin. All right, for sure. Okay.
Not
So
your
what's wrong?
twin.
There's no chance ever that a girl best friend is a red flag. Like, what if they grew up together? What if they've known each other for years on years? Like, it's just not acceptable.
I feel like it can be one of those things because I've had a guy best friend.
Okay.
I've had a couple guy best friends, but it was always a thing of if I give him the green light, we're dating. Like, and I knew that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I feel like a lot of, even just guy and girl friendships alone, I feel like it's very hard
tough.
to have a
Platonic.
straightforward platonic, especially if either one of them's attractive at all.
Okay, that's fair. Just that possibility of the opening is a little bit sus.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you think you could have a guy best friend that, like, damn, neither of you are attracted to each other? Like, if you didn't think there was, like, any way at all that, like, nothing was gonna happen, anything at all, like,
I mean, I guess I have a guy friend that I feel like nothing would ever happen just
Okay.
because that was set in stone from the beginning. But like, it's tough. Like with guys, it's like, because guys will do anything with anybody. So it's like if it's
They
their
do be
best
out
friend,
there,
they
yeah.
have a relationship with them, they're close to them. It's like that's an even better option.
Options is there. It's just availability. Okay,
Exactly.
that's fair. And then your first red flag was accountability. Let's talk about accountability. Okay, how do you work on that? Like, how do you hold yourself accountable? Do you just take a step back and be like, okay, let me think about this,
Mhm.
or do you just have to listen to the other person better? Like, how do you personally hold like yourself accountable when you're in an argument or a discussion with somebody?
For me, I feel like it's really important to not only put yourself in their shoes, but also try to have a solution-based conversation instead of defense. Because it's like instead
Mm,
of I feel like a lot of arguments could be avoided if we looked at things as it's solution based, because we'll be going back and forth, pointing the finger, but what's the solution?
that's true.
So it's like I think taking accountability is just finding your part in what's happening.
That's
But
true. Because I think a lot of those, like you said, a lot of those conversations just go back and forth. And then at the end of the conversation, you don't even know you were arguing about for real. So it's just like, well, what was
exactly.
the point of this? Like, if you have a goal, like you just, that's actually kind of fire. Like having a, okay, what do we want to accomplish from this discussion? Where do we want to go with this discussion? Like, let me hear your point. Let me hear my point. My boy was on his podcast. Shout out D and Bo. They was talking about um how when they talk, like he sets a timer. So he gets all his stuff out for like a minute, 5 minutes or whatever, and then pauses. And then he just shuts up, lets his girl talk for 5 minutes. So they like no one's interrupting.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like
exactly. So no one's
that.
interrupting each other. You get all your little qualms out, and it's just like, okay, I heard you. You didn't interrupt me, because interrupting is also like you're always gonna have something to say. If she says something,
Yeah.
I have a
I have to
rebuttal.
work on that.
I have a rebuttal.
I have to
Exactly.
work on
So you might not even
that.
finish everything that you had to say. So
Yeah.
it's just, I think that's a really good method. If y'all want to practice that in your relationships, I'm gonna throw that in my next one. Just let her
I
talk,
need
let him
that.
talk. Yeah. So it could be cool. Any more red flag before I transition to our next one? It kind of goes with this. You have more. Wow. Okay. Well, Miss Ali, what else we got?
I feel like the whole like just being secretive and not feeling like you have to like it's one thing to be all up in their
Ooh.
business, but it's
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like if you just be like, "Oh, who are you talking to?" A friend. I hate a friend.
A friend? You hate
Saying a
the friend? Like you
friend,
said, like
like
if he called you, like you hate if a dude did that to you.
like if they're like a friend, hanging with a friend,
Oh, if they
or
don't
talking to a
say,
friend.
if they don't say what's being up. I see. If they hiding stuff from me, if they're not being fully transparent,
Yeah.
that's understandable. Because like people, I know people have done this to piss the other partner off. Because they'll say a friend, knowing like, so say I go out with my boys, and my girl's like, "Where you going?" I'm like, "I'm going out with a friend." She doesn't know if I'm talking about the boys or a girl.
And
So
that
I
usually
could,
means a
I
girl.
could have just, yeah, it usually means a
Usually
girl. I
means
could
a
have just said the
girl.
boys. I could have just said the boys, but I want to cause problems. I want her on her toes. I want her freaking out the
Mhm.
whole time. And then when I find out she finds out it's a guy, she's fine. But if she does find out it's a girl, yeah, you're gonna have some problems.
Yeah.
So that's fair. Okay,
And
just
it's like I
being,
never wanna I don't wanna like have to ask so many questions.
that's
Like,
fair.
cause I feel like no one ever wants to be like that person that's just tripping, like,
Yeah,
who
yeah,
is
yeah,
it?
yeah,
Where are
yeah,
you
yeah.
at? Like, just say it. So I
Just
don't
say
have
it.
to
Just
ask.
say it. Just be
Yeah.
transparent with me. Okay,
Mhm.
transparency is a big thing. I think that shows a lot if you can just be completely transparent with your partner. What about
Yeah.
in phones? Are you looking over shoulders when he like texting? When he gets a call, you like, who's that?
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
I'll look. s- I'll look. I'll
Okay.
be aware of it. I try not to like do it too much,
Mm-hmm.
because it's like, are you trying to hurt your feelings? Like,
Type, type. Are
or
you
it's like,
trying to hurt your
yeah,
feelings?
but
But also,
yeah.
like, for me personally, there's just things, there's things that dudes do that you can really tell if he's into you. For example, if I like the girl, first off, I'm not talking to nobody else because I really like this girl. So if a phone call comes or if I get a text message, I'm complete, like my phone's out here. Like we both getting the text message. We both getting the call. Like I'm answering
Mhm.
on speakerphone. Like it don't matter what they say. I'm not finna even say, yo, I'm with my girl, I'm with my girl, I'm with my girl. Like I don't have to cover my butt like that because I like this person and everyone else would know that that's the case. Like you should be respecting that I'm not stepping out. I don't have anything to hide from you. That type of transparency would just make someone comfortable.
Oh yeah, that
And
makes
it's
it
just,
safe.
yeah, it just makes a safe space.
Mhm.
So hiding stuff, like you said, being a little bit dodgy, I guess that is a big red flag. You're right.
And
I'll be
sometimes, yeah, like you said, sometimes they're not even hiding anything. It's just to
just
stir
to stir
something
the
up.
pot. Just to stir the pot. Just to
Yeah.
stir some people like the pot stirred though. They be getting bored or whatever. But
Yeah. Some people do like toxic
yeah, some people do
arguing.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
is that not your cup of tea? No.
Mm-mm.
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 Healthy queen. Healthy skin, healthy queen over here.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Cute.
All right. Cool. We had some change up. I don't know. I probably won't edit this. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have the time right now. But
I felt that.
I'm sorry.
That's not my YouTube's are. I do not edit anything.
Yeah, y'all enjoy the whole thing. Maybe we cut to commercial break right there or something. I don't know. But we're gonna transition to this next segment, okay? It's not red flags, but there's been a trend, right? About girls asking, is this considered a date? Okay. So I got a bunch of scenarios for you. You're gonna let me know if this is considered a date, okay? All right. If he takes you out to dinner.
Yes.
Yes?
Absolutely.
Even if it's just dinner?
Yeah.
Okay, that's considered a date?
Yeah.
Does the level of the dinner matter? McDonald's.
If it was his idea
Mm-hmm.
and he paid, I think that's a date.
Okay, that's respectable. Okay. That's cool. What if it's just to go get ice cream? Is that a date?
Yes.
Okay. All right. What if he asks you to go on a walk? He says, "I'm outside. Let's go on a walk."
If it's
you
just
said that's
you
a date.
two,
Mm-hmm.
like I think for me the difference is, like, I've had this conversation, like, if it's something like, oh, I'm going here and then you can come with us.
Okay.
That's hard to discern if it's a date or like a tag along.
Yeah.
But it can still be considered a date. But I think if it's like his idea, it's y'all two, anything can be a date. Yeah.
Okay, so if he asks you to go on a Target run with him, that's a date.
I would love that. That's my type of date.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
What if he just says, "Come over and cook"? That could be a date.
Yes.
Come over and watch Netflix.
No.
No? But even if it's just you two.
That's not like bonding. Like,
yeah.
I think that's a chill, like, because you can go and watch movies any night.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's not a date.
Okay. If he's setting up his house, he's like, "Come over, help me set up." Huh?
No.
No? No. Okay. Fair. What if you to the movies?
That's a date.
Archery.
That's a date.
Golfing.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Do you think, to close this out on the date question, do you think both sides have to agree for it to be a date?
Ooh. No.
Okay.
I think if it's someone's intentions to okay, I want to make this person happy and treat them to something or just spend time with them. It can like for a certain girl who might think like only like high-end dinners or dates or trips or something, that might be hard for both of them to agree on that, but I think as long as it's intentional to like, I want to spend time with this person and make them happy.
Okay. So let's do the girl side first. So the girl says, this guy is like, "Yo, let's go hang out." And she comes home and she's like, "Oh, like we went on a date." But the guy doesn't think it's a date. Was that considered a date? Like he was just like, "Oh, I was just hanging out there." Would you still consider that a date?
Wait, what did they do?
They just, I guess if it depends on what they did. They went to dinner.
That is so a date.
Okay. What if the guy thinks it's a date? He wants to ask this girl out. She's not that interested, but she wants a free meal. So she goes on the date. Is that considered a date?
That's a date, but she's wrong.
Okay. That's fair.
She's wrong.
That's fair. Okay. Because I feel some dudes be like asking and then they're like, "Oh, I went on a date with this girl." But if the girl was there, she'd be like, "We did not go on a date. We went to dinner. That was it. That's friends." And it's just like, dang.
I feel like, okay, there's only been one situation that I've been in, like I was at, this was a long time ago. I was at an event and I was like, "Oh, you should come to this event." And they thought it was a date because I didn't, like, when they came, I said, "Oh, what's up? Hi." And I didn't stay with them the whole time. And then they're like, "Oh, how you going to invite me on a date and talk to me for
So it was
1
just
minute?"
a miscommunication. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
I
something.
didn't look at that as like
you didn't
a date,
think,
though.
yeah? You didn't think it was a date?
I was just like, "Oh, it's having an event today." And they're like,
But they was your plus one?
"No." And then, if it was a +1, I would look at that as a date.
Okay.
But
okay.
I was
You
just like,
invited
I
them.
just mentioned that it was happening, and they're like,
Oh, okay. That makes okay. I thought that was your plus one. I was like, "Ali, you went on a
Yeah,
date.
no.
You were on a date." I'm sorry. You
Yeah,
told
it
me.
wasn't a
Okay.
+1.
That's fine. Okay, well, I guess communicate with your partners. Make sure they know it's a date or not date, whatever you want to go on. But I feel like that's the only way you can actually clear that up.
Yeah.
But either way, sometimes the girl will say this is not a date, and the guy will be like, okay, that's fine.
What
And
do you
then,
consider a date?
what do I consider a date? I think as long as I take the time to plan it out, and I make it known that it's a date, because I'm gonna make it known. Like I'm gonna be like, are we going on a date or are we just hanging out? Or if we just hanging out, it's
Okay.
cool. But if we're going on a date, then my intentions are different. Like I'm gonna ask different questions. I'm gonna get to know you at a different level. Like I'm gonna see if I want to continue dating you. Versus if we're just hanging out, be like, oh, what's up, homie? Like, yo, da, 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 da. Yeah. Moving on. Next question from Ali's fan. All right. How do you become the best version of yourself? Don't trip.
Ooh, we got
Mm-hmm.
you.
Make the best of
That
you
is
come
a
out.
huge question. I think really just focusing on self-love and what self-love can look like. I feel like people only look at self-love as like taking myself on a date or getting myself flowers, but
Yeah.
it can also look like being honest with yourself and telling yourself where you need to clean things up and where you need to do better, or telling yourself like, look, I've been lazy, but out of self-love, I'm going to change things up in my life. So I'm going to sacrifice this that maybe I'm really loving and holding on to, this habit, this person, but out of self-love, I need to get rid of this. Or out of self-love, I'm going to start working out and eating better. Out of self-love, I'm going to leave this situation or this place, this work, whatever it is. But I think becoming the best version of yourself is always just striving to be better and not doing it out of self-hate. Like,
That's true.
some people get places by bullying themselves into it, or you get bullied when you're younger, so it's like,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
I'll cut
just
my hair, I'll brush my teeth, whatever. But it's like when you learn how to do it out of self-love, you can love the journey. And it's like out of self-hate, you kind of hate the journey because it's like it's just all negativity there. And
That's true.
And you have to want better for yourself. You have to believe that you deserve better, and that's the biggest thing. Like, I'm here right now, but I deserve to be way up here. So I'm going to do what I need
what
to
I gotta do to get there.
whatever sacrifice that is.
That's
And
fair.
yeah, so but
No.
it's very broad, but
No, that's a good point. I think the self part is one of the biggest points of it, because if you want to be the best version of yourself, you got to look at yourself and not how other people see you, because a lot of people are going to hate on you. Might be the best version of yourself right now and not even recognize it because you're listening to what other people are saying.
exactly.
So what other people say can either push you down, push you back. You might be thriving, you might be doing the best you can, and then someone comes and be like, "Oh, I've seen something better. I've seen someone do it better." When you should be focused on yourself. Like I think I saw there was a video of it actually. This dude was like lifting weights or whatever, and then this girl's like, "Dang, that's a lot of weight," and then she was like, he was like, "No, this is like not heavy weight. Like I'm trying to get better." And she's like that's a lot of weight. Like he's like, compared to who,
Yeah.
you're not lifting well. And he's like I've seen a lot of people. She's like, that's your problem. You're comparing yourself to other people. Like this is probably the heaviest you can lift. Like as long as you keep improving and working on yourself and focus on yourself, that's gonna be a lot of weight. It's gonna be a lot of improvement for yourself. So I think focusing on you, it's hard though. In our world, it's hard to focus
It
on
is
yourself.
hard.
Like people always in the comments, people always in walking by. You may be walking down the street, someone says something rude to you, and you might stick with you the whole day. So
Yeah.
it's hard to just focus, but bringing yourself in, having that self-realization, that self-love, that no one can really tear you down is different. Self-confidence, but like not too cocky though. There's a lot of people
Yeah,
that
no,
don't let it
yeah.
overflow. Don't let it get too stupid with it. But
No, that's facts about not worrying about other people. Cause the thing is, no matter how well you do in life, there's gonna be someone who doesn't like you. There's gonna
facts,
be someone who says
facts.
rude things, and it could be just self-projection, their own insecurities projecting on you, or they just really just don't like you, whatever it is. So if as long as you're striving, cause I've been that way. Like I definitely grew up a people pleaser. Like
Yeah,
I would change so much about myself to please other people, like crazy things. But I've grown out of that as I've gotten older. But you just quickly realize you can't please everyone.
facts.
So at the end of the day, it's like you have to do it for you and focus on your values. It's like if my values are health, wealth, and family, like, is this person's opinion affecting that? And if it's not, if you're not affecting my money, you're not affecting my family, my career, my religion, like, then why am I caring about what you think?
Exactly. Like,
So
just a random person and bringing that. Why? Until it affects you, you really shouldn't care. Like she just said, like I'm not finna let something that doesn't affect me bother me. Like what someone else said about their views on what I look like, what I talk like, whatever like. It's just until like those things don't affect you until you let them affect you. Then it starts to bug you. You're gonna be thinking about it the whole time, like, oh, this person said. But if you just let it go, if you just brushed by it, you'd be cruising, you'd be chilling the whole day. So don't let it affect you. Be the best version of yourself. And focus on like she said self-improvement and everything, but like just be a good person. That's a good thing too.
Yes.
Be a good person.
Good character. Character is currency.
Character
Like,
is currency.
That is going to get you in so many rooms, and just your energy, like, and personality and how you treat people, that's going to get you in so many more rooms than your talent, than your money, whatever you're wearing to flash. Like, a good heart is going to do so much more, and that makes someone attractive. Like,
do you believe in someone called it this, I think they call it this, the halo effect, that some people just have like a certain aura or something around them that just like draws people to them or lets people
for
be.
sure.
Is there something like, is that natural, or you think you could like have to work on that yourself?
That is a good question. I feel like it's when someone's trying.
Yeah.
But it is something that you can develop. I think with just concentrating your heart and really like just feeling positive in your own life and being full of self-love and full of positivity, like that's gonna come out, and people are gonna see that.
Facts.
When you live your life a certain way. So it's like I think it can be developed.
Facts. And then like religion-wise, that's like literally, because someone told me the halo effect, and then I was like, that's literally like shining the light of Christ. Like that's how people like see it. And I was like, that's kind of crazy. Like that's people, like people always talk about that, but the fact that people can actually see it and put a name to it is kind of crazy. Because people always talk about, I got a bad vibe from that person. Like I just don't feel their vibe. But like having a positive one is impressive. And to the guys, girls can sense that. Like if you got that vibe around you, you got that little swagger around you, you got that little shine to you, girls can sense that, and that'll draw them to you. So literally, if you do your self-love, self-reflection, like that's something that will show in different aspects that you just could never expect. So,
and you can still have that shine and still be a little edgy.
Yeah,
boy.
still be, you
like,
can still be
a little bad boy,
a little mysterious, a little something.
But you can have that shine. Yeah, and it's like, just think of like living like Christ, or if you're not religious, like I've always thought of like living like you're an example. Like for me, if I just think if I have kids, like if I have a daughter, she's gonna mimic everything I do. So it's like you have to live your life as if either Christ is in the room or your child's in the room. Someone's watching you, whatever it is. Facts. And that ultimately is gonna make you work harder and do better for yourself.
And even when you're looking for a partner or whatever, that's what I also look for. Like you just said, when I look at my partner, I'm gonna be like, my daughter's gonna look like this. My daughter's gonna try to do what you're doing. How are you acting that like I want to raise my family and my daughter, like, and that's the same way my sons, how I respect women, how I talk to women, how I act around women, the stories they hear about Pops, like that's gonna be Pops did it. Pops did it. I'm gonna do it too. Like you gotta be smart with what you're doing and just realize that looking at it at those different angles and realizing someone talked about this today. I don't know if it was my sister or somebody else, but it was it was my friend. Yeah. She was like, do you think that guys with sisters treat girls better? And
absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I was like, no. You would think so, because, and I talked to like a guy with a sister, and he was like, they're not my sister. Like, I don't care. But if they had that mindset of this is somebody's sister, this is somebody's daughter, then I think it would help. But I don't think a lot of people look at it like that.
Right. Like imagine if this was your wife, or your daughter, or like anything, like, or your mom.
Your moms. Imagine disrespecting your moms in public, disrespecting, putting your hands on your moms or your sister. Excuse me. You're not finna do that. Like, that's somebody's daughter, that's somebody's mother, that's someone's cousin. That's just look at it like that, and I think you'd have a whole different respect. But yeah, I don't think the sisters really helped our generation too much. But that's okay. It's okay. There's good people out there. There's good men out there. It's not all men are garbage, like they like to say, but it's fine.
Believe it.
I believe it. All right. This might be our last segment, but speaking of men talking to women, okay? Men like to call women a lot of things, okay? So we're going to have you rate these pet names. Rate these names that men like to call women, okay?
Oh, no.
So the first name we got is Mama.
Oh, I like Mama.
Mama?
That's a 10.
Yeah? That's a 10?
I love Mama.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. That's a good one.
All right, okay. What about Baby?
8.
8?
Yeah.
Bae?
I like Bae.
Okay.
9.
9. Oh, okay. Baby Girl?
Oh, that's a 10.
That's a 10? That's a 10?
That's a 10.
All right, for sure. Monkey? Monkey?
No. Wait, do people actually?
Monkey on the list. No, okay. So okay. Clearly that one's on
Oh,
the
y'all
list.
nasty.
Y'all nasty.
not
Okay,
call
what
me
if he
no
calls you by
monkey.
your middle name?
Renee.
But it's just you specific. He knows your middle name. He's Renee.
No.
No? That's lower on the list?
Absolutely not.
All right, like a 2, 3.
I actually really love when the guy I like says my name, like my Allison. Because not a lot of people call me
The full
Allison.
that was on the list. Full name.
Yeah.
Full
Like
name's a
that's
10?
better than Mama and Baby.
Really?
Because it's so rare.
Yeah. It's just like.
But
Is it all the time or when you're in trouble? Like when he wants your attention for real?
anytime.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's so
or
full,
even
full
if
name.
they say Allie, I think it's just if you like the guy. Like
Yeah, just
if they say Allie or Allison,
Uh, okay. What about Pumpkin?
No.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
That'll give me the ick.
Pookie?
Ick.
Princess?
Yes.
Yeah?
That's a 9.
That's a 9? All right. And then Honey?
Mm,
Yeah,
that
kinda,
sounds old.
Yeah, that's a sound.
That's old.
Darling?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. All right, for sure. And then, okay, what was it? Okay, so we got Mama, Bae, Baby Girl,
Those are good.
Princess. All right.
No, the worst is stink.
Stink? You hate
Do
stink?
you say stink?
I don't say stink. No.
Oh.
Do guys call you Love?
Oh yeah.
Love?
I like love.
Love? All right. Mi amor?
I like love.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then okay, that's actually the last question we have. What's the first thing you notice in a guy?
Out of appearance, just the way they approach me. That will dictate a lot of
like
things.
how they walk and how they talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like what they say and like I don't really like the yelling and the
barking?
calling you yeah. This
The
guy I
barking
walked
go
past
crazy.
today asked if I had more crack for him.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's good.
But
Yeah, it's a big city for you.
New York.
Yeah, it's normal.
But yeah, I think it's really nice when they're just very respectful about it and don't use words like sexy or fine.
Oh.
Damn.
Okay.
But it feels good from the guy you like.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Once
Like-
you get that comfortability level.
Yeah, like I want my man to
Damn.
think I'm sexy. but,
Yeah.
like, on the street, I like
Sexy's crazy.
beautiful or gorgeous.
So
You
okay.
look pretty today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look pretty.
I like that one.
Yeah, you look pretty today. That's
Mhm.
all you gotta go with for real. Just
Yeah.
you look nice. You look good today.
Because at that point, it doesn't automatically feel like, oh, they're catcalling and they want me. It can just be like a nice compliment,
Mhm.
which sometimes that's all it should be. Like
That's true. And
just compliment.
at that point, it's kind of the girl. You're putting the ball in the girl's court because it's just something slight. If a girl actually wanted you, if she saw you, liked your voice, whatever, your smile after you said, "You look pretty today," she's gonna be like, "Thank." She's gonna do a little something extra to get you to go.
Exactly.
A little something extra
She'll
to go.
open the door.
Yeah, she'll open the door, be like, "Oh, thank you so much. You look nice too." And then if she doesn't say that or just thank you so much, runs away. Okay, cool. She didn't want you. But if she staggers a little bit, gives you a little look back, then okay, just shoot your shot. Shoot your shot at that point. But
there you go.
go in subtle. Don't go too crazy. Wait, if a guy texted you, This happened today. My friend told me.
Oh no.
He just texted it, like, for the first time, texted her, "Hey, sexy." You just wouldn't reply.
Absolutely. First time?
Yeah, first time, like, first time.
Mm-mm.
Got her number and said, "Hey, sexy." It was just that was yeah. Okay.
I don't even think I'd like hey beautiful. Like I
Just
think keeping it casual. Well, I think for me personally,
yeah.
if you show too much off the bat, that will scare me.
Mm.
But I'm one of those
Nah,
people,
that's fair. That's love
which is
bombing
like,
and all that
yeah,
nonsense.
I needed to be slow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let me
Brick by brick, brick by brick.
get obsessed with you.
Let
First.
me get. Take your time. Take your
Yeah,
time,
take
guys.
your
Don't
time, 'cause I'll
don't love
ghost.
bomb. You ghost.
Yeah,
I think that's
that's my toxic trait.
that's you just go you block and everything.
Yeah, I could work on
Okay. Wait, before we end, why do you have a scar on your eyebrow?
that.
Let me hear. Let me hear. You're doing
Okay,
stunts.
I can't say like exact names, but I was on a show that's
Uh-huh.
still filming. Um and I didn't get into a fight. I ran into a briefcase and it flipped over. And I grabbed it. I still won. I won the competition. I'm just aggressive.
It was a competition. Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool,
Yeah,
cool,
we all
cool.
had to race to a
Okay, I thought you were
briefcase.
just one of the clumsy ones. Why are girls so clumsy? I feel like,
Oh, it's bad.
and it's always pretty girls. Pretty girls, I'll see like a pretty girl walking down the street, and then she just trips on the sidewalk. Like, excuse me, ma'am,
That is
can you walk
me.
forward? Like, why?
No, the amount of stuff I break and spill on a daily is so bad.
Like, what? God must have just been like, you can't have it all. You gotta. I gotta separate this a little bit. That's because I don't know one pretty girl that just doesn't come up with random bruises, random stuff, and it's all right. It's okay. You
But
guys,
it'd be like that.
yeah, it
You know
builds
what I'm
character.
saying? It's
It'd be like
it's
that.
character.
It's character. It's
Yeah.
crazy. All right. Well, that's that episode of Don't Trip. We hope y'all enjoyed. Keep some in your questions. Allie, do you have any closing thought? The Allie?
I'm thankful to be on here, and I hope y'all got something out of this. And keep working on yourself, keep doing better, and wherever you're at right now, be happy where you're at, but be honest with yourself and where you want to be.
Amen. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her talking her talk. All right, y'all. We appreciate it. Tap in. Episodes coming when I drop them, and appreciate it. Don't trip.
We got you.